Hello and welcome to my channel. It is wonderful to be seen by your light today. We are doing a hip opening flow. It's going to be very simple, very low to the ground, and pretty quick. So if you're looking to open up the hips and release some energy in that area, roll out your mat, make sure you're wearing something comfy, and let's get started. So we'll begin by stretching out the feet here. So making sure you're in a kneeling position and curling the back toes under, sitting the hips on the heels here, maybe shimmying or moving that little pinky toe out the way so we can get a little stretch too. If this is too deep of a stretch for the feet and the toes, you can always keep the hands down on the floor here. So do you. We're just going to tap into the breath, so wherever you are, you can have your hands on the tummy or really sink down into the earth here. Just feel the energy here. Close the eyes, roll the shoulders back. Kind of roll that tailbone down just a teeny, eensy bit. We don't want to pop the booty back. That's not the goal. We just want to create a nice long line through the spine. As we tap into our breath, breathing into the palms or into the earth here. Exhaling, pulling the belly in. Breathe it in. Nice deep belly breaths here. It expands as you inhale. And as you exhale, it pulls in. A couple more times. Let's do one more. Beautiful. Finish out that exhale all the way. We'll take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And as we exhale, twist over towards the left. Take an inhale, reaching the arms forward and back. And as you exhale, pull the belly in, twist a little deeper. Just holding this twist here, looking where it feels good. Let's take one more inhale. And one more exhale. On your next inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, relax them down, twisting over towards the right. Arms are reaching. Spine is long, breathe it in, find length on your inhale, and as you exhale, pull the belly in to help you twist. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, bring them down to the mat. Let's release the toes. Find your tabletop here and you can tap the toes into the floor, the tops of the feet. Just release that out. And we'll begin reaching, kind of inching the fingers forward in front of us to do some hip circles. So going one way, reaching the hips down, out to the side, maybe all the way back or just halfway. Circling however feels good. Stick with one direction right now. Being mindful of your knees here. If you need something under the knees, I always suggest putting a blanket or something there. Let's move on to the other side. So circling the opposite direction. Really align this movement with your breath. Make it dramatic. There's a little fly in my room. It stays quiet when I'm talking. It's kind of funny. Let's come back to tabletop here. So knees under the hips. Wrists under the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, pull the belly in, find a length in the spine, relax the shoulders. Let's curl the toes under, press the hips up all the way and back into down dog. If you need to adjust the feet back or the hands forward, go right ahead. Just taking slow pedals with the feet here. Really don't know how it got in here. Breathe deeply. Let's take one more breath wherever you are. Pull the belly in. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. Let's find stillness here. If you need to bend the knees, deeply bend the knees here, bringing that belly to the thighs, kind of action here. Take a nice deep inhale, release. Exhale, let go. Gently lower the heels closer to the floor here. Look forward. Let's step this right foot between the palms into a lunge. Keeping that back leg active, making sure you have a nice wide stance, like hip width apart stance here with the feet and the legs. Making sure that this knee is over the ankle. If you need to lower the back knee at all, please do so. Relax the shoulders back. Pull the belly in. And you can begin rocking with that back foot forward and back into this stretch. Keep breathing. Wonderful. Slowly lower the back knee if you haven't already. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders back, pull the belly in, find length, look forward. And as you exhale, bringing the hips back into a half split so you can bend or straighten this front knee. Just flex into that foot and fold over the leg with your breath. You may need to inch that front leg back a little bit so the hips are level with each other, so that they're nice and square. And then release. One more breath here. Beautiful. Let's press back into that front foot. Pop the back knee up. We're going to do a little transition here. I just want to let you know. We'll begin to face the left side of the mat to come into kind of like a wide-legged skandasana, so to open up the inner thighs. So what we're going to do is bring the hands in the inside of this front leg. We're going to spin the back foot and spin the front foot, so that we can face gently to the left. So coming on to that left heel here, and this front foot, this right foot, if the heel doesn't meet the ground, that is totally fine. We're just gonna stretch a little bit here. Try to have a nice long spine here. And breathe. You can point and flex that left foot. Stretch it out. Take one more inhale here. Find length. Roll the shoulders back. As we exhale, let's push into the floor with all points, so the feet and the hands, and begin to walk the hands over towards this left leg, kind of moving on to the other side. So stretching the other side. Pointing and flexing that right foot now. Being nice and gentle. If you need to like rub any part of the leg to kind of help it release, you can totally do that. But don't force anything. Listen to your body, you know what's up. Let's take one more inhale, finding length. As we exhale, we'll press the hips up and begin to spin the toes to face the back of the mat, coming into a lunge towards the back of the mat. So find your alignment, make sure the hips are nice and square, the feet are square, the legs are square. Press into that front leg, press into that back heel for this lunge. Pull the belly in. Check your alignment, notice how you're feeling. You can begin to rock forward and back. Breathing deeply. If you would like stillness, you can totally do that. Let's find one more breath here. Activate the legs, activate the core. As you exhale, slowly but gently lower that back knee. Take a nice deep inhale, rolling the shoulders back, looking forward, find length. As you exhale, hips come back, straighten or bend that front leg, flex the front foot, and fold half splits. You can flow with your breath here, taking like a half lift and then folding with your breath. Whatever you want to do here, maybe flex and point that front leg. Whatever you want to do. Follow what you feel. I feel like that's like a song or part of like some Disney song. Follow what you feel. I don't know. Keep breathing here. Take one more breath. Wonderful. Let's actually bring that front leg back behind us, coming into a tabletop once more. Let's bring the knees together, toes together, and paint the palms back behind us, sitting the hips onto the heels to come into a child's pose. If the knees this close together is too much on the spine, you can always bring them wide apart. Otherwise, just rest the torso, rest the upper body over the legs, resting the forehead to either a block, a blanket, a book, or the floor here. Completely let go and breathe into this low back area with the hips. Take one more deep inhale. Expand, and as you exhale, sigh it out. Gently flip the palms to press into the floor here, rolling through the spine to come back up nice and slow. Let's sit onto our butt here, reaching the left leg out to the side here, pulling that right foot into the groin. Really root the sits bones into the ground here. So this leg might not come all the way out. That is totally cool. We're just doing a little side bend here before we fold. So reach the arms all the way up. Breathe it in. Exhale, side bend over towards the left. Really inhale, find length, relax the shoulder here. Exhale, open the chest and the ribs closer towards the sky. Just stretching out this side body. Maybe feeling a little stretch in this leg. Take one more inhale. Feel your body expand. Breathe into the stretch. As we exhale, gently release that palm. We'll begin to face this left leg here. So bringing this right foot into that left thigh a little bit. Really adjusting the hips so that they're nice and square towards your toes. Flex into this left foot. Make sure the knee and the toes are really facing up towards the sky. We'll breathe it in and reach the fingertips all the way up to the sky. As we breathe it out, fold over the leg. Keeping a nice long spine here still as we stretch, holding on to wherever kind of feels good. And if you feel called to kind of round here, like totally do that. You can release the head here, bring the palms face up. Just listen to your body, listen to your breath. Relax the hips. Intend to soothe yourself. Take one more breath, inhaling nice and deep. Exhaling, slowly walking the palms back up. And we'll move on to the other side. So reaching this right leg out, bringing the left foot into the groin here, flexing into that right leg, really making sure the knee and the toes face up here. Root the sits bones, wiggle a little bit wherever you need. And when you're ready, breathe it in, reach the arms up. And as you breathe it out, side bend over towards the right. Breathe it in, find length, relax that shoulder. As you exhale, intend to open a little bit towards the sky. Breathe. Listen and soften. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, come back up. Let's square the hips over towards this right leg. Adjusting here. Bringing that foot into the thigh. The inner thigh here. Wiggle around, make sure you're nice and active through this front leg, and when you're ready, breathe it in, reach to the sky, pull the belly in. As you exhale, fold over this leg, holding on to wherever you'd like, keeping a flat spine, or if you feel called, relaxing the arms and relaxing the upper body to fold. Either way, breathe into the stretch. Soften, you are perfect where you are. Let's take one more inhale. And on your exhale, bring yourself back up. Let's bring the feet together now for a cobbler's pose or butterfly, whatever you call it. So many different names. So feet come together. They can be closer toward the groin or further away. Just find a good distance for you right now in this moment. Pull the belly in, roll the shoulders back, find a nice long spine, so that may mean kind of bringing the torso back in space, the head back in space a little bit. Breathe here. Notice how this alignment feels. Notice where you are. Take one more inhale. And And as you exhale, really flex these feet and fold over the legs. You can even press the elbows into the thighs here or keep them in. Relax the head down and breathe into the stretch, going only as far as you'd like, remembering to really be careful with the knees. If they're far off the ground here, you can always bring a block and put them underneath to protect the knees so that you're not pushing them to go further than they need to, because they'll try. We need to protect them. So just relax and breathe into this for just a few breaths. Breathe deep into your back, into your belly, into the hips and the groin. One more breath. And on your exhale, slowly release it and roll the spine back up. Let's bring the knees together here, and we're going to face the front of the mat here and sit down, and we'll actually roll onto our back. So I have two options for you. I personally do not do pigeon very often because it's a little too tender on my knee, but if you would like to come into pigeon and that's in your practice, definitely come into pigeon on the right side here, and making sure that you're really active in that right foot. And if you have your hip off the ground, you can always put something underneath the hip, making sure the hips are square. So if that's in your practice, go for it. Do it. You got this. Listen to your body. Otherwise, we'll roll slowly onto the back and take ankle to knee. So this is reclined pigeon. Reaching that right leg all the way up and bringing the right ankle over the left thigh. Staying here or reaching through the legs and pulling the legs into the chest here. So you can stay here or in a regular pigeon, wherever feels good. We'll take nice deep cleansing breaths here, stretching and opening that hip. And if you're in reclined pigeon, you can always use this right elbow to kind of press into and open up the left thigh, the left inner thigh here, but only going as far as feels good. Soothe the hips. Keep those feet active. We'll take 5 more breaths on your own, nice and deep, nice and long. Beautiful. Gently come out of the pose. So reclined pigeon, dropping that foot, bringing that right leg up and back down. If you're in regular pigeon, gently really sitting onto that right hip and moving on to the other side by bending the back leg. So take your time coming into the other side. Reclined pigeon, reach that left leg up, flex into that left foot and bring the ankle over the right thigh here, staying here or pulling through and bring the legs into the chest. For pigeon, make sure that shin is only as parallel as you'd like it. You can always bring the foot closer into the groin. Just protect yourself here. Activate these feet. Breathe into the hip. Only go as far as feels good. There's no need to force anything here. Listen to your body. And let's breathe. Take 5 more cleansing, deep, long breaths. Gently lower that foot if you're in reclined pigeon. Straighten that left leg a little bit and release it down to the floor. Come straight into Shavasana. If you're in regular pigeon, gently sit on that left hip, bending into the right leg. Coming into a seat before slowly rolling down onto your back into Shavasana, letting the legs hang, shimming those shoulder blades underneath you, releasing the palms to face up to the sky. This is a great chance to truly integrate all the stretches and this little practice for the lower body. Notice how you're feeling. Releasing the deep belly breaths and just coming back to your natural flow of air. Notice where you may be tensing. Maybe it's in the upper body. Maybe you're still holding on to the hips here. Relax and soothe them. Intend to relax and soothe. Completely surrendering to the earth. Just blah. Take a few moments here. Gently deepen your breath, feeling the belly rise and fall, wiggling fingers and toes, noticing your energy here as you stretch nice and long, arms above the head, stretch it, and then rolling on to your right side body. Stay Staying there. Using your right arm like as a little pillow. And when you're ready, pressing back up to find an easy seat. Hello. Let's bring the palms face down on the thighs. Close the eyes, align the spine. Remember, torso has to come back just a little bit. Core has to come in a little bit. Notice the energy beyond your skin. Relax the hips. Let's bring the palms together now in front of the heart. Thumbs against the chest here. Dip the chin to the chest, elongating the back of the neck. Pressing your sits bones, your booty into the floor here. Breathe into the belly, into the navel, just this very low area where your belly can maybe even meet the thighs or the hips here. Breathe into that spot, that area. Stretch the back of the neck. Thank yourself for taking the time to release some energy, to stretch this lower body, to tap into your breath and cultivate a lot of energy, as well as release a lot of energy, allowing the earth below you to really support you. It's a great practice to really work with her. Very healing. So I hope you're feeling good. Let's gently bring the thumbs to the third eye. Bring that head up. And bowing if you choose. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing this practice with me. I hope you're feeling good. Let me know in the comments down below how you're doing. Kind of like a little review so that other yogis know what they're getting into. It's very helpful, especially here on YouTube. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in another class or meditation. I love you so much. Thank you for doing the work and thank you for being here. Much love. We'll talk soon.